This video is a recreation of every Zhongli user to ever exist. Having a shield deletes your fears of getting dominated and annoyed by those pestifying ruin guards and anyone in fact, especially when talking about low AR players. For them, just like me before, Zhongli was a must pull considering his useful and most beautiful shield to ever exist in Genshin Impact. You can type a whole message without worrying you will die. And what's even better, Zhongli is not hard to build. Just put as much as HP as you can and your shield will reward you with keeping you in full health while you erase anything on your way. That being said, you won't really take incredible damage anyways because you do more to others. But then you ask yourself, do we need a shield? Of course we do. Take a look at this for example. When Wanderer's skill is active, you will never have to worry about being interrupted in midair, and it's such a good feeling. Perhaps Hazel too when charging his skill. Zhongli fits everywhere, almost every team. Isn't Zhongli just great? He's still amazing even 3 years from now and people still use him as a shielder, no matter how underrated Geo is. That being said, let me show you how it feels to play Zhongli. I already said how he fits in almost every team, so what teams does he shine the brightest? I adore the Mono Geo team, even though I was using Bennett, replacing him with Albedo would totally benefit your team. Ito, Goro, Albedo and Zhongli will demolish everything you wish to destroy. You see, when playing Geo, which is a highly underrated element, you don't care about elemental reactions because you have big damage. And Zhongli will make sure that you fight in peace where you don't have to worry about being hit, of course if you build him properly. You can pair him with many, Scaramouche, Hazel, Nuvelet, Alhazen, Ayato, Ayaka, Yoimiya, you name it, he will never be a surplus. How does he do that though? How can such character be paired with everyone? Well, he is there to put protection on you and then you get him out of the field so your DPS deals damage. You have a shield and you're good, no need to worry. If your shield is strong enough it will last 20 seconds, but hey, his skill refreshes in 12 seconds so you can just spam your shield after 12 seconds and never run out of your shield. That's all he was supposed to do and that's enough. It almost feels like he's a mama for my characters when protecting them. When I remember how much I wanted Zhongli before, it's a crazy story indeed. Back in version 2.4 he had his second banner and just then I realized how much limited character banners are better than standard banner. I really wanted to throw meteors at everything and everyone, it was the urge, he was my favorite character ever. But alas, I lost 50-50 and got Genshin. Free-to-play pain, I wanted to spend so much to get him. I couldn't. Then a nightmare for my eyes. There was 3.0 release of Sumero and Hoyoverse decided to put Tighnari and Zhongli in one phase. No! He was with Tighnari, I couldn't decide, I wanted them both. Why, Hoyo, why? I even lost 50-50 again on Tighnari's banner and I was disappointed. This was the second time I messed up, and I still didn't get him. Well, now things have changed. This time he was guaranteed. I must save my Primogems and not wish on anything. Yet again, as much as I was resisting the urge not to wish, I eventually did. And I lost 20 pulls on standard banner because it was high pity. The day has come and I started wishing on Zhongli but ran out of wishes. I thought this would take a while and I wouldn't be able to make a video you watch right now. But then, all thanks to my dear friend, she gifted me some Primogems and I was able to get him regardless. And if there wasn't her, this video would take a long while to make and prepare, but also how easier this game has become since I got him is incredible, so I'm much obliged he helped me and of course I'm thankful. I love this guy. The amount of dodging I did was crazy. Now I can just go straight into the battle knowing I can put my shield on every 12 seconds. And to make things better, I can just throw a whole planet to make them unable to move. But for those who can't get stoned, I have my trusted shield I can always rely on, and I don't even need a healer. As I support Zhongli, he will rarely be on field simply because he grants you a shield and you keep fighting. But is really giving you a shield all Zhongli can do? Mostly yes, but when it comes to mining ores, oh boy if he isn't made for mining ores. He can break them in just a second, such satisfaction. I mean, who else can just break those stones by spreading their hands? Zhongli is a time saver, but also when you finish things too quickly you can just log off until tomorrow. But be careful, because if it happens that your shield gets broken and disappears, you should still be cautious about opponent's attacks. But it really depends on team you play and how good it is. Maybe just one shield will be enough to go through the battle. But after all this, he's just a basic shielder like every other, then how does he stick out so much? Zhongli just does it better. The cooldown of his skill and abilities after all is what makes him great. People like Zhongli as far as I saw. How can they like him? He is substantial, at least in my team. The only downside that actually makes sense is how his pillar blocks your way. I was dodging enemies before, now I must dodge your pillar. Thank you, Zhongli. Ah, that's not problem. The problem is that he won't stop talking.
The same as I remember.
I just started recording.
But where are those who share the memory?
I cannot listen to his osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember twice a minute every minute. Why do old people talk like this? I don't get it. Every time I'm idle, he just starts talking about his osmanthus wine. But hey, that's not even a valid reason to dislike him. He's a great guy when it comes to personality. But I wonder what contract it is that we should not know about our sibling. But what about those who don't play as support Zhongli? What about those whose skill is not as important as his burst? I fear those. Just what are they building him with? I'm doing almost the same damage as support and DPS Zhongli. Yeah, I don't have Staff of Homa and God Blessed Artifact, but I tried. If you see Zhongli with Staff of Homa equipped, you know he is having an amazing shield or does crazy amount of damage with his burst. But why bringing Zhongli in co-op if you put shield only to yourself? I did that too until I didn't realize his C2 grants a shield to everyone when using a burst, which is amazing constellation. Seriously, in co-op make sure you have your Zhongli at C2. As for DPS Zhongli, C6 is well, okay. Only then will he be mostly on your field and take the damage. It's not useless. Although you will spam your burst because it's one of the best in the entire game. I love it when my enemies go poof or just take large amount of damage. After playing lots of Zhongli, you will be thankful you got him in the first place. As for me, I have no regret in getting him. Shall the day ever come that I won't use him anymore, he will continue to shine like gold in my memories he gave me. That's a lie, I will use him everywhere. You have a shield and you will never get bored of it. And let's not forget his fans making full of humor to make this game more alive. And that would be the end of this video, all thanks to my friend who helped me get Zhongli. I did everything else and tried my best, so if you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe to see more, and see you guys in the next one.